Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
I guess we'll both record. Yeah.
Yeah, see which one comes out better.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Let me just plug this in too, just in case. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really have any like plans for this. I figured we just hop on a call, just chop it up about Amazon, talk about like the mentorship, talk about how we're linking up and doing content. And then yeah, just I guess we'll shoot the shit from there, right?
Yeah, it's been a crazy ride, dude. I mean, honestly, like the best year of my life last year. And like it's been taxing for sure. It's been like a heavy year. That's how I could describe last year. Super heavy. It's like kind of an adjustment going from, I'm not, maybe you can talk more about this too, like the adjustment just in your mind and your body of like going from being used to like working a job where someone tells you what to do, you have like everything laid out for you, and then you kind of just go home and just chill. Going from that to like running a business full time, having people depend on you, like putting out fires all the time, it is definitely like, dude, it gets taxing. Like I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but for everyone out there who's just like, man, I just want to make all this money. It's like, dude, that comes with so many other issues.
Yeah, it's like you quit the 9 to 5 to like pick up your own like 24/7. Like yeah, it never ends. But all right, yeah, no, yeah, those would be fire. Those would be fire. Yeah, we'll just do intros and I mean, I got a couple questions written down, but um yeah, we'll just go from there.
Okay.
But all right, bro. Yeah, that's fire. I'm hyped to link. I'm hyped to link. It's been a minute. But all right. Um, so yeah, I guess this will go on YouTube. So, all right, what's up, YouTube? I'm here with Lane, one of the FBA mentorship students. Now one of my good homies. Just gonna talk about Amazon for a little bit. And we're actually linking up in Miami to shoot some content with Hoodrich in like a week. So we'll talk about that. But overall, just a chill call. I just wanted to catch up with Lane. It's been a minute since I talked to him. Last time we linked up was in New York when you flew out to make content. So it's been a minute. I just want to get an update, and we'll go from there. So, I mean, Lane, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Lane. I started in the mentorship last September. I want to say it was either August or September. Just immediately started soaking up game. Like just I always say it on my channel too. I just soaked up like as much as I could from that mentorship, like as much as I possibly could. Ended up running with it, being super successful. Zach helped out a lot, and on track, like been making like somewhere around 30K a month pretty steadily, looking to like really scale that this year. Yeah, I come from a background of like super not like academic whatsoever. I come from like pouring concrete, working warehouse jobs, manual labor the whole time. So like anyone out there who's wondering if it's like doable, like for sure. I got into the mentorship, and like one of the first things that I saw was like Keepa charts, and I was like, holy shit, like I am not gonna be able to do this. But it's pretty straightforward, once you get all into it. But yeah, man, been selling on Amazon, been also like started pushing content and coaching some of my own students, thanks to Zach's guidance and all that. Like just honestly taking the formula from everyone who gives it out and running with it as much as possible, because I feel like that's what it's there for, just to capitalize off of it. So yeah, I'm 26 this year, looking to grow, looking to like just be part of this whole circle, everybody doing good and just push things forward this year.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, no, that was fire. That was fire. Yeah, so I knew it, bro. I know like when I start working with people if they're gonna like actually like follow through with Amazon and start making money with it. I knew right away, bro, like you were gonna start crushing. I mean, it's been like what, like 6 months,
Mhm.
7 months since we started working together, and then you came to the in-person event we had in Miami,
Risked it
like
all.
middle of October. Yeah, you quit your job, literally quit your job, came to the event in Miami, and then it seems like a little bit after the Miami event, everything really started to like click and take off.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd say like what was like your biggest like win in Amazon so far? Whether it was like just like understanding sourcing or like a product that like made you realize that like Amazon actually works. Like where what was like the tipping point that you were like,
Yeah.
okay, wow, Amazon is it.
Tipping point for me was right off the bat, my first product. So before I had gotten into the mentorship, I was spinning my wheels on Amazon for, I want to say like 4 months, probably before that. I was like, I'd signed up on the seller account and I was just like, dude, this doesn't make any sense. Like watching YouTube videos. The thing with those is they're like so unorganized, like a course is really, really organized. So that's why I appreciated it. But yeah, so I got in and I want to say within like 2.5 weeks, found my first product, just bought it. I was like, doing this, it's kind of, you have to shut the part of your brain off that is like really risk averse. And you just kind of got to be like, you know what? I'm just going to take the risk. Fuck it. So yeah, bought my first buy was some green tea K pods. And so I was FBMing them. They started selling the first day that they landed. Like legit, the first day I had them in hand, they started selling. I didn't have a Rolo printer. I didn't have labels. So I had to like run out and go get all that because I had 0 day handling time. So I had to like super like rush everything, but ended up making so much money off of those. And that's not typical, like I see now that typically you start slow, but for some reason just got in at the right time. It was around Q4 too. So I was doing really good. But right off the bat, I knew I was like, I just, took the little amount of money that I have. I think I started with like $550 and just like really turned it into almost a grand. And so I was like, if I can continuously do this, this is something that I can like turn into a full-time job. So that was sort of the tipping point of me like that first product. After that, I was all in. I was like, okay, I'm good. This the mentorship has already paid for itself, and yeah, like that was when I knew.
Yeah, bro. That was like the same thing for me when I started. It was just like the sourcing wasn't as hard, but it was just like the mental block of like, does this really work? And then you find your first product and it sells way faster than you think it's gonna sell. And you're like, oh, okay, there like might be something here. And like it's such a cool unlock. But make sure check if you were recording because I wasn't recording. I botched the intro.
Oh no, I'm recording.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
recording.
sweet. Okay, you have it. I botched the intro. Now I'm recording. But yeah, dude, like it's so cool to like see people take advantage of Amazon because like I tried so many business models before this. And it's like you said, like I don't have like a crazy background with like school or like being able to like do like crazy marketing. Like I didn't know about that stuff when I started Amazon. And like I feel like Amazon is the lowest barrier to entry because like the concepts are so simple. It's like you don't reinvent the wheel, you're not creating your own product. Like all you have to do is find a popular brand, just find it for cheaper. And like if there's profit with it reselling on Amazon and like the data makes sense from Keepa, it's a buy. Like it's way less complicated and way less risk involved compared to like other business models. That's why I always recommend it to people like trying to get into this space. Because it's like the lowest risk and it's like it's relatively easy.
Yeah, and
Um,
the data is really comforting too because like something I noticed with a couple of my students too is where they're like, um, oh, I found this and it looks good, but I don't know if people will like this pink version of this instead of the black one. And I'm like, dude, it literally does not matter what you think. Like the good thing is you don't have to think. You like literally just compare the data, and that is like what we buy. I remember like when I was first starting, you would tell me that all the time. Like we're buying data, we're not buying products. And yeah, that's really comforting. It's like really easy.
that's such like a big thing that like I tell people because everyone in the beginning you always get fixated on like, oh, like what types of products am I going to sell? Blah, blah blah. And like it's way more exactly like you said. It's way more you're just buying the data behind these products compared to like, oh, am I reselling shoes or clothes or diapers or food? Like doesn't really matter as long as like the ROI is good, the sales rank is good, as long as like the profit is there, then it doesn't matter. And like once you get past that too, um, it's like everything. Like once you hit like those like beginning unlocks, of like, does this make sense? Like, can I actually make money with this? Like it gets easier and easier. That's the thing with Amazon. It's like there's only so many like basic concepts. Like it doesn't really get much harder.
Right.
Kind of it's just like the same thing, just repeated over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's really like all Amazon is really just learning sourcing. And then once you learn sourcing, you just build on that and just keep sourcing and eventually find things that you could replenish, buy over and over, and then just like move on to the next, just try and find that
Yeah.
next
Really,
item.
it really like explodes very quickly. Like I noticed the curvature of progress, just kind of like in the beginning, it's just like a flat line, like just grinding. And then out of nowhere, you just kind of like shoot straight up. It's pretty cool. Like I see why people like once I started, I was like, okay, I see why people quit so often because sourcing is grueling, dude. Like, especially if you don't have anyone guiding you, I'm just sitting there looking at a product. I'm like, dude, I have no idea. I could order this and sell nothing. And I could, so it's a grind in the beginning, dude. But I had a question for you, man. I was curious to know
Hell yeah.
what made you, because like for me, when I went to the Hoodrich event and I saw you and I saw Hoodrich, I saw Pierre, I was like, okay, like so I was like already having a little bit of success with Amazon FBA. So I was like, maybe I can teach people how to do this too. What was like, what was it for you that you were like, I'm going to teach people how to do this?
Hell yeah. So I've been selling on Amazon since 2021. I've been teaching people basically since 2022 throughout like either like working for Discords or just like friends. I didn't really start a mentorship program until I moved to Miami. Like a few months into moving to Miami, like a year and a half ago. Just because one of my friends, Garrett, that's like he's like into sales. He hires and trains sales reps and places them into companies that need sales reps. I was always about like, yo, let me teach people for free, blah blah blah, and I always did that. And he was always pushing me to like make an offer just to have it, like, yo, still teach people for free, put out content for free. But if someone really like wants your like one on one help to like really walk you through everything, ask you questions one on one, just like have an offer available. So that's when like I kind of started the offer and started pushing it more. Just because like I mean, I know so much about Amazon. I've actually sold on Amazon and like I've actually helped people start Amazon accounts and make hundreds of thousands of upwards of millions of dollars at this point. So like I actually know how to teach people this because I've been doing it for a while. And I've seen so many people in the space, not gonna name names, but definitely there's a lot of people that sell courses that are like some of like the biggest on Instagram. They don't necessarily still sell on Amazon or like really know about Amazon. They're just really sweet at marketing.
Hmm.
And like whatever new offer comes up, they just market, whether it's YouTube automation or crypto or Amazon FBA or Shopify. I see like there's like a lot of people out there that are putting info out there that don't necessarily know about what they're talking about. So once I saw that, I was like, all right, I actually know what I'm talking about with Amazon. I could actually help people. So like, yeah, let me start like letting people know like what I have to offer. That's like the biggest thing I would say. You got to let people know that you have a mentorship or like that you offer to teach people. Cause like even me, like still now, I really don't like advertise my mentorship as much as I should. I really just I get like most of my clients off referrals. So I'd say like the biggest thing is like if you want to have like a big mentorship, you really just got to market it. You just got to put it out there. And like if you have actual good content and good insight and you could actually teach people, then it will just feed itself. Like I said, I've probably gotten like 25 to 30 paid students, and almost 100% of them have been referrals from either a student that I taught or someone from like a YouTube channel that like I had good feedback from. Almost all of my stuff has been from referrals. So it kind of just comes back to like if you have a good product, it kind of will sell itself. And if you have a bad product, you kind of just need to be really, really good at marketing.
Yeah.
But that can only work for so long.
Yeah, that's where I came from. I came from a referral. I came from Hoodrich.
Yeah,
How did you
exactly.
how did you link up with Hoodrich?
Yeah, so how I met Hoodrich was um this was like 2022-ish. This is before like he blew up. He was like sub 10K subscribers on YouTube. Now he's got like 250,000. He
Crazy.
is crushing it. So I found his YouTube channel sub 10,000 subscribers, and it was just really really good credit info at the time. Like I was getting into credit when I started Amazon. I literally started with a debit card, so I just found his YouTube channel. I bought his mentorship, and he helped me get my first round of funding. And then one time I flew out to Miami, and like we were just talking in the mentorship and whatnot. And I DM'd him. I was like, "Yo, I'm in Miami. We should link up if you want." And then we linked up at the Brickell City Center Mall in like December 2022, the first time I went to Miami, and we made some content. And then ever since then, we've been like super good friends. He's one of my favorite people I've met in Miami, hands down. There's a lot of fake ass people in Miami, and Hoodrich is for sure one of the realest people I've met in Miami. Most humble, genuine dude I've met there for sure. Good people.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Hoodrich, dude. He's a good dude.
Hell yeah.
Videos coming soon, content on the way from him.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, we'll be in Miami a week next Monday now. So a week from now, we'll be making content for sure. I'm hyped.
Dude,
I
I'm
got,
excited.
bro. I got, dude. This is like my new favorite fucking thing. This DJI thing. It is the sweetest camera. It's like the easiest thing to use. It's like super like small, good quality. Best investment in a long time, bro. You got to look into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give me one because mine's pretty bulky.
Low key, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I like this big ass camera, but it's like it's so much. This thing, it's just like
Yeah,
it's so nice.
so easy.
But yeah, dude, I'm hyped to be in Miami, make some content. Looking at my apartment, about to move back there,
No
hopefully in
way.
March. Yeah. That's yeah. So I'm gonna be looking at an apartment there, like right downtown, close to my old spot. Gonna be moving in with my boy Matt. Super hype, super hype. Yeah, I gotta get
Yeah,
back to Miami.
I linked up with Zach. He came to Austin. I linked up with him.
Dude, he told me about that. That's so fire. You got dinner, right?
Yeah. I took him to dinner and showed
Okay,
him around. I
sweet.
wish I would have got to him sooner because I would have showed him more, but they were only here for a
Yeah.
little bit at a time.
No, that's fire that you linked up. Yeah, no, that's super cool. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, out here
Yeah, dude.
networking, bro.
That's what I was about to say. So like what that's personally my favorite part of Amazon. Like it's like pretty it's all on the internet. Like you could travel wherever, you could network with whoever, you could do whatever you want. Like that's my favorite part. Like what's your favorite part of Amazon?
My favorite part, like honestly, I'm still pretty young, so my favorite part right now is still the money.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
like just being honest, man, I was looking for so long. I had so before Amazon, I had a clothing line for like 4 years. I was trying to make it work, and just man, dude, failing at failure after failure with that. Definitely lessons, but once I got into Amazon, um it was like a lot less problems, a lot less stuff to focus on. Like I didn't have to focus on marketing or driving traffic or screen printing or production or anything like that. So I got into it, I was like, okay, it's a lot less problems, so it's something that I can start. But I really did not expect it to take off as quickly as it did. And just one day you wake up and you're making like 10K a month, and I'm like, holy shit, like I could quit my job today. Like to this day, that's been my favorite thing about it, is just being able to finally like man, have some sort of like security blanket, dude. Like not be in survival mode, not have to think like where is next month's rent gonna come from, because that's a horrible place to be in. And yeah, bro, just the steadiness. I guess the money, but as well as the steadiness of it. Like as long as you work every day, especially in the beginning, you're gonna like make money at a steady pace. It's not like, yeah, there are returns and there's like sometimes you might buy something wrong or whatever, but it's a lot more steady than a lot of like online businesses, like maybe say like I don't know, like stocks or like trading or marketing, stuff like that, where you're kind of like at the mercy of the market a little bit. Amazon's like, okay, like we're selling shit on Amazon because Amazon's making sales, so am I, you know. I love that about it, that it's like still a little because internet money's still a little new to me. So I love that I can clock in every day and still have like a little bit of a schedule, you know. I thrive on that.
100%. Yeah, dude. It's just yeah, just the freedom of doing your own thing is kind of unmatched for sure. Like like what you were talking about before. It's like it is a lot like quitting a 9 to 5, and like it is a lot of pressure on yourself and like whoever you're hiring, etc. But like quitting the 9 to 5 to work for like your own 24/7 beats like a 9 to 5 every day of the week, in my opinion, for sure. Like I much rather be building something for myself than someone else.
100%.
But yeah, no, sometimes it is taxing, but like what isn't taxing?
Dude, I remember that meme that you posted where it was like entrepreneurs. They're like, I'm so glad I left my 9 to 5. And it's just a dude like all hunched over.
Oh yeah, yeah, that mean it's bad. It's so true though. It's so true because it's like, oh, everyone wants to quit their 9 to 5 so they could work whenever they want, and then like you start working for yourself and you realize it never stops. Like
Yeah,
it's 24/7. You go to bed with problems, you wake up with problems, but like in my opinion, it's all good problems. Like it's never like bad problems. Because it could always be worse, realistically. Like you did sign up for this, so it's like you got to just
yeah,
figure it out. Can't complain.
exactly, exactly.
There's always solutions for sure to everything. Um,
What are some of the like biggest problems that people like whenever students come into your mentorship? What are some of like the most common issues that people face? Like the big ones. Like obviously everyone struggles with sourcing, but like what are some things that people usually like get caught up on?
well, 100% is the biggest thing I'd say is like what types of products am I going to sell? That's like the biggest one. And then like I just try and break it down like products don't matter, the data matters. That's the only thing that matters. And then two, it's really all just mindset because like Amazon is pretty easy. Like the concepts are pretty easy. It's really just like supply and demand. That is like basically the biggest concept you need to understand with Amazon. And then it's just like the mindset of like realizing that one, Amazon actually works, two, you could actually make money with it. Um, and three, like I mean, like it's not as hard as people make it seem. I feel like once people just like go through some material and get a basic understanding of like what FBA is and like what online arbitrage is, it clears up like a lot of the mist.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I'd say definitely like the biggest thing is what types of products am I gonna sell, and like what types. I mean, like what makes a good product versus a bad product, which is all like you learn that pretty quickly, like just going through the material. Like, oh, okay, what makes a good product with Amazon FBA? It has to have a good sales rank. One, it has to have like not too much competition. It has to have a good amount of monthly sales. It has to have a good ROI. It has to have a good profit. So it's like once like you build up like a little bit of a checklist, like everything gets much easier. But I would say definitely like biggest questions, it always comes back to sourcing and like what am I going to sell? Once you get past that, it's like really, really easy in my opinion.
Yeah, you were really good about teaching that. Also, like you're into like crypto and stuff and into a lot of stuff like that where you have to like look at the future. So I feel like you're good at looking at the future. Do you look at Amazon and feel like it's going away anytime in the future?
No, no, not in my opinion. I think Amazon like has the biggest market share out of any like online marketplace, eBay, Walmart, TikTok right now. Obviously that could change, but just like the way Amazon has their infrastructure set up with just like their warehouses, right now, like in my opinion, like you think to order something online, you think Amazon just because in today's day and age, in my opinion, people kind of care more about getting their product as quick as possible compared to like getting the best deal. At least that's like the case in the US, I think. But I think that trend is going to continue. And I mean, Amazon is already the market leader, so like they have an incentive to like stay ahead of the game. So I mean, I don't really see I see like other things popping up. Like, yeah, TikTok Shop popped up. Definitely took away some market share from Amazon. Walmart is like pushing their seller side of things. Like that'll take away market share. But for the most part, I think e-commerce as a whole is growing way, way, way faster than like even any of these platforms could handle.
Mhm.
So like I think in my opinion, e-commerce, like there is still like a ton of opportunity. Still like if you like look at the statistics, still like not that many people shop online compared to like shopping in store. And like there's definitely like a lot of upside for e-commerce still, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't think Amazon's going anywhere. I think it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for growth, like you said, because people value so much that like instantaneousness that Amazon gives you. Which, speaking of which, I feel like something a lot of new sellers struggle hard with. Dude, I see people struggle hard with when they're starting like FBM is like shipping. So if you could like give some insight on maybe like simplifying, because people make it very, very complicated. But just like, how would you simplify to a new seller, like telling them when they're struggling with like shipping settings or like their templates, things like that? Like, are they looking to give, are they looking to like integrate the price into their products and like offer free shipping, or is that something that they're not really concerned with? Like, what are new sellers looking at here in 2025 for like shipping?
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I mean shipping definitely with FBM, that's like one of the biggest like things that cut into your costs. It's basically like the only fee for FBM besides the 15% fee is shipping. Um, so like I mean, definitely you got to focus on like the smaller the item, the better, obviously.
Mm,
But I mean, as for shipping, like really shipping through Amazon is like the safest because like that's the only way you're going to get covered. We really just got to make sure the margin is there on the product. Like it's hard, but there's plenty of products out there that even with shipping, like you can still make 30, 40, 50, 100% ROI. Like you got to look hard, but like shipping and fees, like if if your products aren't profitable with FBA fees or with FBM fees, you're just not sourcing good enough. Like it means you could be sourcing better. So like if you're not finding profitable items FBM, doesn't mean there isn't profitable items out there. That just means you're not sourcing good enough. You're not using enough coupons. You're not using enough discounted gift cards. You're not using cash back extensions. So it's like there's almost no hack around shipping. You really just got to source better. That's like the best advice for sure.
yeah, yeah, and sourcing plays a huge role in that. Would you say like as a rule of thumb, does it apply if a product is like profitable on FBA? Would you say it's usually profitable FBM, or you got kind of got to break each one down?
So I would say usually, I mean, it totally depends, honestly. But usually a product that is profitable FBA doesn't always necessarily mean it's going to be profitable FBM, just because, for example, it could be something small where there's only a dollar, or two, or $3 worth of profit FBA, but you could sell it 100 times a month, but FBM you might lose a dollar or two.
Yeah,
But usually FBM products, you could usually FBA and they're still profitable. But again, like it's super situational.
yeah, yeah. No, I've experienced a lot of the same.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, it's yeah, no, it's super cool. I see there's only like 8 minutes left, so
I
we'll
know.
wrap it up soon.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, it's super cool just to like see how fast you progress and like how fast you turned Amazon into one a full-time income for yourself, and now you're coaching as well, like making money off that. Like it's so crazy to see how fast all that happened. Because like it is true, like once you like start putting in the work, the dominoes do just like start falling in your favor. Um, and yeah, no, it's super cool. I mean, yeah, you got any other questions for me or like,
I just want to say like like a word to anyone like sort of on the fence. The reason like people will watch these videos and be like, wow, like he like scaled so quickly, I can do the same. I can't take like all the credit. The reason I was able to scale so quickly is because I found someone who did it before and followed the blueprint. The same with the coaching program, the same with anything like Amazon related is I I tried doing Amazon before, and I would get like a little bit of insight here and there off YouTube videos or whatever I could, but really like the catalyst for the whole like succession was getting into Zach's mentorship because it took out all of the mistake time that I would have spent, scaling and losing money and not really just spinning my wheels like I was before. So I would say like I think it's real popular to like kind of shit on courses and mentorships, but dude, everyone in our circle like has made it that way. I can't stress enough that I would not have scaled this quickly, nor would I have like a whole program now if it wasn't for the fact that I had a mentorship from you to like be able to see inside and see like what it's like. It's also very cool being part of like something like that where you're like in this like it's almost like being in like a secret club, it's almost being in like a really cool like club where people are making money and focused on the right things. So it was really cool. I can't believe that I risked everything going to Miami to meet you in Hoodrich, but I would do it a million times over. And to anyone watching, like what risk that you should take. Because like we take risks all the time. It's a risk, like going out for a night of drinking. It's a risk driving quickly. It's a risk getting in a plane. I fucking hate planes, dude. But it's a risk, bro. Every day's a gamble. Like you might as well gamble on something that people are winning at. And I just want to say like so insanely grateful to you, man, like for the knowledge that you provided, for the guidance that you give to people. And for all the viewers, I'm gonna make it my personal mission to make Zach more content, bro. He's gonna be pushing out more content because he has too much knowledge to be put up in that hotel. So
Yes, bro, for real.
so yeah,
Next
man.
week.
Next week we're getting it out.
Hell yeah.
But thank you,
Hype,
bro.
hype.
Thank you so much, man, for
Yeah, bro. You did
everything.
it yourself. So thank yourself, bro. For real. There's definitely, I mean, it's like I could only give you so much. You got to put in the work yourself, and you did. So let's fucking go. I love to see it. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
a
bro.
ride, man. It's been a super crazy ride to the top. And I mean, we're not anywhere near the top, bro. This is nowhere near like
Just getting started.
it's crazy because when I first started this, I was like, as long as I can make 10K a month, I'm gonna be all right. But then I got to 10K a month. I was like, dude, we gotta scale, bro. We gotta keep going because we got new expenses. I want something else now. Like, uh,
New trip.
yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you, before we got like 4 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, do you have any besides moving to Miami, do you have like a personal like purchase goal, something that you want to get like really bad that you like you maybe feel like you made it a little bit?
Honestly, honestly, you know, you know what I need to get back to? My big thing is I'm super, super, super long on crypto. Um, and I need to get back to one Bitcoin. That's like a big goal. Um, I would say I got a decent way to go, but we're on the way. I had a lot of Bitcoin in the past. I got into crypto in like 2019, but I mean, so much has happened since then. So many ups and downs, and let's just say I don't have nearly as much as Bitcoin as I want to. Like, yeah, I want like a Lambo and like a house and all that stuff, but like I'm like really really long on crypto, and I'm trying to stack my crypto bags before like I start doing cars and all that fancy stuff. But
Right.
trying to stack a Bitcoin, that's a goal. I'm looking for a dip, man.
Nice.
Bring it back down to fucking 15K, please.
I don't know, man. The 20 this this
There's no way.
this next 4 years, I think everything might be just going up.
Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But
I'm ready
yeah,
for it
no.
though.
Other than that, I'm pretty content. Like as long I like my trips. I like my trips and hanging with my homies.
Yeah.
That's like my big. That's like my not even a big expense, but like that's what I like to spend money on. The the stuff doesn't do it as much for me.
Mm,
As much as I love the stuff, definitely love the other stuff
yeah,
more.
yeah. That's pretty cool, man. I just like, yeah, it's cool to see like what drives people, especially the people that you look up to. But yeah, man, we're gonna definitely have to keep chopping it up in Miami because I got a lot more questions. I wanna dig a lot deeper too.
Hell yeah, yeah. No, I'm hyped, bro. I'll see you next week. Six
Hell
days
yeah.
now.
Hell yeah, man.
But all right, that's it. That's all we got. Thanks for taking the time, Lane. Yeah, we should do this like once every 2 weeks or like whenever. Just
I'm
like
definitely down.
keep doing these. Just why not? Just keep dropping game. But yeah, no, that's it. I'll see you next week and we'll go from there.
All right, bro. Sounds good. That sounds good. Thanks for having me.
All right, my guy. I'll talk to you soon, Lane.
All right, peace.
Peace. All right, I stopped the recording. Should
Nice.
be good.
Oh,
I missed the intro. I'm pissed.
it's all good. I got it. I got it. I
Okay, sweet.
I have a question though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just sort of like a more technical question.